Anfield may be buzzing with optimism this season, but not everything is going smoothly for Liverpool as they prepare for their upcoming showdown with Burnley. What should have been a straightforward build-up has now taken a worrying turn, with fresh issues threatening to unsettle Arne Slot's plans. The timing couldn't be worse, and it's left fans anxiously debating how the Reds will cope when they step onto the pitch this weekend. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Giovanni Leoni spoke of the indescribable feeling of receiving his first Italy call-up for September before being left out of both games by head coach Gennaro Gattuso. Leoni had not expected to be included in the Italy senior squad for this month's World Cup qualifiers against Estonia and Israel, but after being drafted into Gattuso's 27-man selection, the Liverpool defender told Vivo Azzurro TV that it fills me with pride to be part of this group. Unfortunately, his involvement during the September break was limited to the training pitch, with Leoni watching both games from the stands. That included a remarkable 5-4 win over Israel on Monday night, with Gattuso's only change to his back four from the 5-0 thrashing of Estonia, days previous being the introduction of Gianluca Mancini for Riccardo Calafiori. Gattuso had made clear ahead of the break that he felt Leoni was ready to contribute, but the 18-year-old did not even make the bench. He instead named two goalkeepers among his substitutes, while Giovanni Fabian and Marco Carnesecchi were also not called upon for either fixture. It means Leoni's wait for game time continues, having not played since former club Parma's 2-1 friendly loss to German side Heidenheim on August 9th. Bar any issues to Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate and Joe Gomez, he is not likely to debut for Liverpool until the Carabao Cup third-round clash with Southampton on September 23rd. While there is a confidence in the teenager's ability to step up, which lessened the impact of a failed move for Marc Guehi on deadline day, Leoni will still be eased into action. There is even a chance he could pick up minutes with the under-21s or even the under-19 in the UEFA Youth League in the coming weeks. Liverpool's youth side will play 6 times in the UEFA Youth League, as opposed to the first team's 8 games in the Champions League phase, corresponding with the first 6 fixtures of the senior tournament. That means home clashes with Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid and PSV Eindhoven, and away trips to Galatasaray, Eintracht Frankfurt and Inter Milan. Leoni will still have benefited from his time away with the Italy squad, including working closely with legendary centre-back Leonardo Bonucci, who is now Gattuso's assistant. Here in the national team, I spoke to Bonucci. He gave me some advice since he was a great defender, he told Vivo Azzurro TV. I've always liked his leadership and his ability to play with the ball. Now, in a major concern ahead of Liverpool's trip to Burnley, Alexis Mac Allister is set to start in Argentina's World Cup qualifier against Ecuador on Tuesday night, despite manager Lionel Scaloni admitting he is not 100% fit. Mac Allister has been carefully managed through the first month of the season after missing the end of the previous campaign and much of pre-season. But after spending the night as an unused substitute in Argentina's 3-0 win over Venezuela to kick off the September break, he will be risked against Ecuador on Tuesday. Argentina boss Scaloni insisted his midfielder is fine and is likely to start the World Cup qualifier despite not being 100% fit. That could be a concern for Arne Slot and Liverpool, with Mac Allister having already been forced to miss the 3-2 win over Newcastle at the end of August due to a setback. While Liverpool's medical department will be in communication with doctors from the Argentina national setup, they cannot restrict any player's involvement. Mac Allister will be among the last to report back to the AXA training centre ahead of Sunday's trip to Burnley, which could further impact Slot's selection. There will be similar long-haul journeys for Alisson and Wataru Endo, who are representing their countries in Bolivia and the United States respectively. Given they do not kick off until 2 PM on Sunday, there is likely to be ample time to recover and resume training ready to start. But Mac Allister's situation could prompt a rethink, particularly as Curtis Jones was not called up by England head coach Thomas Tuchel for their World Cup qualifiers against Andorra and Serbia. Ryan Gravenberch was rested as as the Netherlands scraped a 3-2 win over Lithuania on Sunday, while Florian Wirtz's duty with Germany also ended at the weekend with a 3-1 victory over Northern Ireland that saw him score a stunning free kick. With Dominik Szoboszlai in action for Hungary against Portugal on Tuesday night, possibly keeping his place at right back against Burnley, the trio of Gravenberch, Jones and Wirtz could be slots most likely midfield. Jeremy Frimpong is slated to return after missing Netherlands duty with a hamstring problem, but no definitive verdict has been provided yet. In other news, Hugo Ekitike has given his reaction to Alexander Isak providing competition for places at Liverpool, with a record signing expected to take Ekitike's place up front. Liverpool's new French attacker has had a brilliant start to his Reds career, scoring in each of his first 3 games, including the Community Shield. His link-up play and clinical finishing have impressed supporters who are already singing his name to the tune of the conga on the Kop. The 23-year-old starting place will now come under threat though due to the arrival of record signing Isak. Once fully fit, Liverpool's new number 9 is expected to be a mainstay through the middle and would reduce Ekitike's game time. The young forward is taking the competition for places in his stride though, saying, "It's fun. When you play for the best teams, you expect to be competing with the best players." Isak is a player I've watched too, so seeing him arrive is a pleasure. It's going to be tough competition, but I'm going to focus on performing well, so that is a problem for the manager. While Ekitike has proved a threat up front so far, he could also play off the left, with Cody Gakpo currently only rivaled by 17-year-old Rio Ngumoha in that position. "Obviously my life has changed," Ekitike added, after making his debut for France. "It's a big move to Liverpool and I'm watched 1,000 times more, but I'm taking it positively. It's really good. It's the position I wanted to be in. When you have this kind of standard, you have to show that you belong here and you have to continue to perform, but it's a position that I like and that I want to keep." Ekitike faces stiff competition on the international stage too, with Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Michael Olise, Desire Doué, and Bradley Barcola all available to manager Didier Deschamps. France's next match is on Tuesday evening, away against Iceland, and Ekitike is on the right path, having made his debut with a 9-minute cameo in their recent 2-0 win over Ukraine. The young attacker continued, "It's a real pleasure to be a part of this group of French attackers, knowing their quality. I'm taking it as a learning experience because they are players who have more experience than me in the national team. We don't have much time to connect, but it's a real pleasure to be with them. We have to rise to their level." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.